Hey, 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 this is your recap Auntie. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Shar. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello. We are here to recap episode number 123 of Beyond the Gates, the best freaking soap opera on TV today, in my opinion. Don't argue with me. I'm a fan, I'm a gatekeeper, and I'm a rascal. All right? To me, it is the best. All right. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you for all the subscribers that come here. And if you're new, welcome, baby. Welcome. Get ready for a ride. Auntie is here to, add a little sugar and spice and everything nice to this show because it's a good show already. But I just go a little bit deeper, honey. I say what they should have said in the script, what they can't on TV. All right. You ready? I am ready, baby. Lego. All right, we're back at the guest house with my girl Kat and Jacob, and so we're going over again when Kat was talking about reading through one of that crazy ass Allison's journals, saying that she knows that her and Chelsea were meant to be together, and that she's gonna do whatever she fucking can to make sure that that happens. Girl, we all know how crazy that damn Allison is. So Jacob was like, yeah, I mean, what the fuck is her end game though? Assuming that she does have Chelsea, which it looks like it does. And Katz is still confused. She's like, what the fuck does Allison actually wants from Chelsea? Girl, she just wants her love. That's all that bitch wants is that baby's love. So baby, we're back at the Giant's house in Jack and the Beanstalk. As you can tell, baby, I was a fairy tale lover. And so she all up and down Chelsea's face, trying to kiss her, looking all dead in the face. Ugh. She says, oh, I almost forgot. So she gets up and she skedaddles over to where the old ass cups and dishes and bunt cake pans and shit are. And doilies and stuff. That's an old person's house, clearly. Okay, it looks like she brings something back. She has something in her hand, looks like a ring box. And I think that's a key. It looks like it. Yes, it is a key. Chelsea's looking like, oh, thank God, that is the small miracle I was looking for. But she didn't say that out loud. She just gave her a. So that crazy girl takes that key and unlocks the handcuff. So she opens up one handcuff, so she does free one of Chelsea's hands. And so she's like, oh, these are our rings. So she bought them rings, y'all. That bitch bought them rings. Allison was like, now we may kiss the bride. And Chelsea was like, girl, I don't think we need to kiss. We already said the vows, right? So we're married. We don't need to do anything else. That's what Chelsea says. Why wouldn't we kiss? It's tradition. She getting pissed off now with her whirly twirlies around her fucking ear. Well, girl, we've never really been a traditional couple, girl. In fact, we started as a throuple. Yeah. Girl, please. Craig was only a tool that I used to get us closer together. He doesn't matter, girl. He never did. You cannot say that, Allison. That's not nice. Everybody matters. No, they don't. Nothing or nobody outside of these fucking walls matter at all. Haven't you realized that, my sweet love? Our love matters. Like I said, your words matter, but not the type of matters that Allison is talking about. It doesn't matter how we began or who fell along the wayside. It only matters where we ended up, girl. I mean it. See? See in my eyes? I mean it. Here, married, joined together for all of eternity. And Chelsea's looking at her like, okay. So it is only fitting that we mark this sacred event with a kiss. I was saying, Chelsea said. She cuts her off. Girl, those lips need to be put to better use on top of mine. Pucker up, buttercup. So the only thing that I have left to say is, my sexy, sweet, beautiful new wife, pucker up. And she leans in, try to lean in closer to Chelsea. Chelsea leaning back, baby. Lean back, lean back. Ooh, and lean back, and lean back, Well, well, oh motherfucking well. Look who we have here, baby. I have been asking about his old Latin lover, lovely ass, for all week. Tomas. is sitting in Bill's chair. Why are you in his chair, honey? You better be doing some work. Don't worry, Bill. Everything is under control. Not until your uh, daughter comes back, everything is safe and sound. Just don't worry about everything here. Tomas, you ain't even check on Cat, have you? You was a trash nigga. Everything is under control here, Bill. Don't give the office another thought. Not until your daughter is back safe and sound. You've got it. So he hangs up the phone, honey. Whatever, Tomas. Then we have a. Now I know for a fact that ain't Cat at the front door because she's too busy trying to find her cuz. So the only person that I can think of that could be visiting his ass right now is Hot Puss Eva. And honey, I was right. She comes skedaddling over there. He says, "Come in," and she's there. What are you there for, Eva? Eva, he says. He lights up whenever she comes around. Um, Caroline told me that you were here. You were in here. I mean, I hope it's okay that I stopped by. Yeah. She, I don't know, something low cut. Eva, does Eva normally dress like this? I don't remember Eva dressing this sexy. I mean, she's cute now. She's a beautiful girl. I know I love Amber, but I know Amber. She's very modest when it not quite modest in her regular because she loves the Lord. But I don't remember Eva's character dressing this voluptuous with her titas, just hitting his bottom chin. I don't remember that, or maybe her bottom chin. After she asks him that she hoped that it was okay that she came by, he talking about, "Of course it is," lighting up, just smiling with that dimple on his fucking face. His fine self. I know you don't like him, but I don't like him either. I wish he would go ahead and go screw her so we can just get this over with. He talking about, "Damn, you looked beautiful," and she's like, "Thanks." I mean, girl, I am not done with love throughout time yet, if that's the reason that you're back here with me right now. Oh, honey, I am not here about my book, honey. You can come to my room and do that. You can just open and close those pages anytime. It's about my mammy. Baby, we are back at the Roach Motel, and like I told y'all, that damn Leslie was scared as fuck when Bill came, and that's proof in the pudding right now. She put a bolt on that fucking door. She just didn't lock it, but she put the chain on there. A lot of apartments in DC have them damn type of chains. Yeah, because she's scared of Bill. Like I said, I was hoping that she was gonna be scared of somebody. I just knew Peaches was gonna be the one, but no, baby, it's William Hamilton. Is it Bill or William? I'm gonna call him William, buddy. Yeah. Thank you, Bill. Then we hear. She says, "Go away or I'm calling the fucking police. Or maybe better yet, I will Bill the bully Hamilton on your ass and file a cease and desist order against you. Okay? In fact, I will have them put your ass, sorry, your tall tree looking ass up under the jail. Do you hear me, fucking Billy Goat, huh? Bitch. Uh-oh. We hear a voice that says, "It's not Bill, Dana." She says, "Ted?" He was like, "It's me." She was like, "Ted? Can I come in? I just want to talk." He still got like that New York. I don't know if he's from upper northeast area, but he has, "Can I come in? I just want to talk." She all getting all juicy around her thighs, baby. She know she love him. Then she changed, baby. She started fluffing out that hair and fixing her dress and making sure everything is falling right nice. Yeah, I'll be right there." And then you can hear her open up the door, and then when she opens up the door, you hear her say, When I tell you she craves him, and he's standing there, baby. "Ted, what a surprise. What can I do for you?" He says, "Actually, Dana, it's what I can do for you." She looking like, "You want to do something for me?" He says, "Yes." And he doesn't even really ask her, "Can he come in?" He just comes right in. That's what she wants him to do anyway. Wait, come. Child, he walks in there. He like his elbow swishes against her left boobie, her left thigh. She like, Well, if you are here to accept that dinner invitation, you're out of luck. Although, you know that I would have taking care of dinner for you. I mean, especially since I'm loaded beyond my wildest dreams. Thanks for the generosity of Anita Dupree. Oh my God. God really has a sense of humor, doesn't he? Oh my God. God, you are so funny. He is so funny. He was like, look, Dana, I didn't come about dinner. She said, oh, well, yeah, well, I didn't think so, honey. I guess that was wishful thinking. I guess you are here to talk about the house, I assume. He says, the house? The house that I bought from the storied gates of Fairmont Crest. That fucking house, Ted. You remember? The one I talked to you and Bill about last night? You remember, nigga. Don't even try. Oh, Teddy, I know you remember. Oh, yeah, he says. I certainly do. I remember. Yeah. And your overpriced, oversized, legal, eager, ogre friend? Yeah, that nigga? Yeah, him? Yeah, well, he showed up out of nowhere. Yeah, just now, trying to scare the fuck out of me, insisting that he does everything in his power to stop the sale of that from going through. He wants to stop the fucking sale from going through. Now, is that shit even legal? No. So you know what? How about I go, to the bar and report his ass for threatening me. How about that, huh? Huh? Yeah. I did not. And here you come up in here. Up in here. Because I've seen the both of you with your two big old heads together lately. I've seen you. I seen you. So I am just here to conclude that you're here to ping, bat, clean up. He's like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, Dana. I am confused. I noticed that a lot of times when she does a lot of talking and he's trying not to laugh, his tongue moves in and out of his mouth. When his mouth is a little open, he's really trying his hard not to laugh. But I see that he's really holding it in that laugh because she be delivering that line, and you got to really be on your P's and Q's if you're gonna stand in the scene with that bitch. Go ahead, Trisha. Oh, Ted, please. You are here, honey. You are here right now as Ted's closer, yes? Yeah. You want to try to talk me out of buying that Jarvis home. I know what you're here for, boy. I mean, ain't that right? He says yes. Yes. So we are back at the Hamilton law firm with Tomas and Eva sitting down talking. So he says, wait a minute, your mother bought a house directly across the street from the Duprees. Okay. Ideas meals. He says, wow. Provocative much? She says, very much, honey. And I've already asked my pappy to step in. I really hope that he can talk her out of this tree that she's climbed up into, honey. She wants his trunk. That's what she wants. He talking about Tomas talking about, yeah, right. I probably throw rocks at the Dupree house across the street. She said, you really do know my mammy, don't you? I mean, I guess I talk about her a lot. He's like, I mean, it's all right. I'm just looking at tortitas. He's like, "Yeah, that's all right. I like listening to you and looking at you." When he said that, he was sitting back in the chair. He told her that's all right. And we talking about he likes listening to her. He started leaning in. Hot, lovely turkey tail. And you could tell that Eva is just eating up that compliment because when he says he likes listening to her when he leaned in, she's looking like, damn, really? I just want to just let you do me right here in this office. That's the look that she's giving him because she really wants him. Like I said, I hope that she gets a chance to be with him and have a lovely time. But like I said, the only difference is that you have to communicate. So he might knock her socks off. I don't know, y'all. It's like this long, awkward silence right after he told her that he likes to listen to her. They both were staring at each other for a long time, just looking, that awkward silence. So she continues on and tells Tomas that she went to Ted because that seems to be the only person that bitch listens to. Talking about her mammy. She's like, nothing is certain when my mama is concerned, honey. So I think I need to bring some reinforcements. I'm like trying to figure out what does she need to do? What type of reinforcements is she talking about? She said that's the reason why she came to see him. So, Tomas, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna help her? You always do, honey. Whenever that girl come running, you be right there to help her unbutton her blouse. with one hand. She asks him, does he have a minute to hear her out a little bit? Believe me, I really want to help you, girl, in any way that I can, but I doubt that I'll have any time to do anything. And I'm up here to my neck covering for Bill because Chelsea's missing and he's pretty much been camping out at the Dupree's house. She's like, right. Girl, you act like you really don't care. Oh, okay. You better not bring up Cat, which I know she will. I know she's gonna bring up Cat. Like I said, Tomas is so unfair. When he was trying to get to the next level with Cat, Cat always brought up Eva. I think it was because she had so much anger behind behind Eva's name all the time. But when it came to Eva always bringing up Cat, he don't say shit. And so she's like, they gotta be worried out of their minds, worried about Chelsea. And you're probably worried too. Of course, I knew it. He was like looking like, what? About Cat? She says, well, I don't know why she got to keep bringing up Cat. Oh my God, I tell you, that cat feels something in her shana now. She's like, I hate to think. Okay, we're back at the guest house, so it's her and Jacob. And so she's like, I hate to think what that bitch Allison has in mind for Chelsea. This nigga talking about, well, at least her fantasies, they ain't no violent ones. Cat is like, honey, is that supposed to comfort me? Look. I'm just trying to say that there's no indication that Allison actually wants to hurt Chelsea. Cat is like, bitch, honey, you don't know that shit. She's obsessed. Allison hired a guy to pretend to be married to her just so that she can lure Chelsea into the bedroom. Who knows what she's capable of, what she might do next? Oh my God, poor Chelsea, she's probably so scared. Yes, honey, you feeling her. I know Kat feeling that shit. She's so connected. Like I think that same power that she was feeling about Eva when Eva first came there and nobody wanted to believe her. I feel that she feels this whatever this tugging, this pulling in her soul. Yeah. When I tell you my little boo, she's so panicky. She's like hyperventilating. Jacob had to go and hug her and calm her down. Damn. So Madison comes over. Hey, Maddie. So she was calling for Kat, and so she sees Kat and Jacob breaking from an embrace, and so she was like, "Kat, I was on my way to your grandparents' house, girl, and I just stopped by to see if you had any news about my boo." Madison was like, "Wait the fuck a minute. I mean, are you okay, girl? Did something else happen? Right? Because I mean, y'all are hugging and crying and shit. Y'all ain't tell me what the fuck is going on. I don't like this. What I'm feeling. I don't blame you, Maddie." Jacob tells Madison, "I'm just trying to convince her that Allison ain't gonna hurt Chelsea." I don't know now. I don't know. Oh, Madison said the same thing like me. She said, I would really do like to believe that shit. But baby, I don't know, honey. I just don't know. After Allison already done hurt herself, honey, who's to say what she would do to Chelsea? Kat says, hurt herself? How, girl? And I love this angle, baby. We are back at who else is a fairy tale? Cinderella. We out in the woods with the let's do look Wizard of Oz with Auntie M's house. That's exactly what looks like Auntie M. From the Wiz or the Wizard of Oz. Anyway, this camera angle is so great. I'm going to use this as probably as my thumbnail. We have a front-facing picture of Allison about to lean in to kiss Chelsea as if we're Chelsea. So she's leaning in with her eyes closed and her lips puckered up, and she wants to kiss Chelsea. But my thing is like, Chelsea, girl, you kissed that girl before, probably tongued each other down. Y'all probably did some nasty shit. Now you know the girl is crazy. You don't want to kiss her now? I gotta find some laughter in this, y'all, because this whole week has been so tough. I've been really, really feeling this whole episode with Chelsea's not able to fulfill her dreams. So yeah, so I'm having to laugh. But this girl, this is a nutcase right here. So after thinking long and hard about it, Chelsea finally gave her like a millisecond kiss. There. Oh, a tease, but a tasty one, Allison tells her new wifey. Oh, happy wedding, bitch. Her baby teeth. Thy lips, those kissing cherries, tempting grow. When I tell you she's giving face and scary and weird and oh, girl, you. Jeez Louise, girl. Don't you love Shakespeare? That was from A Midsummer Night's Dream. An old pompous man told me that I didn't know the classics, but now he's dead and I'm alive. So Chelsea's like, wait a minute, you said that like it was just breathing. What the fuck? You mean he's dead and you're alive? What? Yes, I'm married now and happy to the woman that I love. This is without a doubt has been the most happiest day of my life. Chelsea is still locked on the fact that you're talking about this dead man, old pompous dead man. Girl, all right. I mean, I can only think of only one other thing that could possibly make this day any better. Girl, I hope you don't say make love, please. What's that? Chelsea says. A wedding night. Duh. Her and this Doug gets on my nerves. Uh, that's the same difference. Make love, wedding night. That's what you're supposed to do on your wedding night is make love. So I don't know how this girl thinks that this girl is going to spread her legs open and just give her anything. So Chelsea is looking at her like, um, so you expect a wedding night? She's like, of course. Tonight will be the most sacred and the most sensual life and night of our lives. We will express our love and our affection for each other in the most intimate ways. And when I tell you Chelsea has zoned the fuck out, maybe she's tapping into her inner soul. Because that left hand is free, remember? She ain't got no chain on that left hand. The only chain that she got is on her right. I don't know why she just didn't wrap that chain around that bitch's neck while she had her sitting right there in front of her. I guess they stretching the story, honey. Anyway, she's sitting on the bed just like zoning out, shaking. Do y'all remember that episode of Martin when Martin and Gina, if you watch Martin, Martin and Gina went to like this vacation island and they thought it was gonna be so exotic and expensive and it wound up being like one of them fucking huts in the woods. And so Gina's sitting on the bed shaking like she's sick. It's like, Martin, can you kill that puppy over there? He looked at that big ass whatever it was on the floor. He said, "That ain't no damn puppy." That's the type of wiggling and moving that Chelsea's doing on that damn bed. She's like, I do not want to make love or have a fucking wedding night with this crazy whore. Alright, because she already been with her, so she know what kind of nasty shit she's into. But now that she knows that she's crazy, she don't want to. She don't want to exchange that type of energy with that bitch at all. And I just said that she's like, well, of course we have already expressed ourselves in a number of different ways and different positions, but never before as a married couple. And I'm sure that making love with my wife will be even better. Yeah. So Chelsea was like, well, you must be exhausted from all the planning you did for our beautiful ceremony. We should wait. We should wait until you've had a chance to rest. Well, yeah, I will admit I am a bit tired. Yeah, you are, girl. All this planning that you've been doing for years has finally come to a head, and then you're excited. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, girl. Here, I have an apple for you. My little pretty. I mean, look at this atmosphere and my wedding ensemble. Don't you love it? Chelsea's like, yeah. It looks very dated and old. It makes me wonder, is it a her grandmother's dress? Because it doesn't look modern. So it makes me wonder, is it her grandmother's dress or something that was passed down? Because it looks very, very old looking. So, or her mom's or something like that. Again, Chelsea's like, yeah, yeah. Well, everything was so well thought out, and I don't want you to push yourself, Boo. I would really hate to overtire you. Especially at the beginning of our lives together. And she does admit, she's like, I am a bit tired. Yeah, Allison, you's tired, girl. You is real tired. But never too tired to consummate our marriage. When I tell you this, I know y'all tired of me big upping her, but this girl is playing crazy so great. Okay, you know what? I'm going to change out of this wedding attire and change it to something a little bit more fitting for our occasion. Okay, all right. My new wedding lingerie is going to knock off your socks and knock the rest of your clothing off. That's corny. Girl, them baby teeth really have a place in here. And this is no drag. Clearly her look had to be an interesting one because it seemed like when we first met Allison, um I knew that she had an interesting smile. I saw that. It was very clear. But it seemed like that she's lighter. I don't remember her being this light and this, I don't know. It's like she just looks different. She looks very, very different. And her looks are working for her. That's why it's really good that you don't have to look like everybody else. You can look like your own unique self, honey. If you're locked into trying to do this acting thing and you have very small teeth and, very interesting gums, different head, eye, you being different, that your look will definitely pay off one day. It really will. And it's no shade. I promise y'all. I'm not trying to shade this girl. It's just that you can't always look like everybody else. You got Instagram, IG. Every time you turn around, you see somebody with the bust down middle wigs. Nobody wants to be different. Everybody wants to look like everybody else. But I admire this girl so much because they're dragging the fuck out of her on the internet. I know that they are. But this girl is getting paid. She's having this girl has been on this fucking show on and off for the last 3 or 4 months, but now a really strong spot, and she's working her role. She's playing her part. Personally, she said that this is not her personality, so she really did have to dig in so deep to tap into this character because nobody has ever seen a character like this. Y'all tell me of somebody who was crazy like this, who kidnapped another female that they were in love with. Male, yes. A man, yes. I can see that. That's a no-brainer. But when it comes to a female who has obsessed over a person for decades or years, and you finally have a chance to meet them and not just meet them, but be with them on an intimate level, and not just been on an intimate level, but really falling in love with them, and you really don't want them to be with nobody else. I ain't gonna say, but I know a story. I know somebody who went through this personally. Mm. Not to this extent, but yeah. Anyway, knock your socks off, okay? So she continues on and tells Chelsea that tonight is a huge fucking big night for them, baby. And I want it to be special. No, no, scratch that. I want tonight to be perfect. The most perfect night in the most perfect place with the most beautiful wife. No more distractions. No more Craig. No more Madison. Just us. I wonder remember she got beat up. I wonder, did she pay Craig to beat her up, or did she actually beat herself up? It makes me wonder. Did she pay Craig, or did she do it herself? Cementing our unbreakable bond for all of eternity. Ooh, she giving them wicked looks. And Chelsea just looks at her. Girl, keep working on that left hand, baby, because we know it's free. You got 2 legs and 1 hand that's free, baby. You better try something, Chelsea. You better. Stop letting them fears get in the way. Like I said on the last episode, she's been chained to doing everything that other people wanted her to do. Now she's got to save herself. She really does. She's going to have to do something that's literally outside of the box, not being afraid, but really standing up for herself. And I can't wait to see how she's going to do it. Hopefully it's in this episode. If not, we'll just have to wait. So this girl is running faster than Naomi did in the last episode. She skedaddles out like she's in a movie or something. So we're back at the guest house. So Madison is breaking it down to them. She was like, y'all knew that Chelsea had brought Allison to the hospital, right? So Kat was like, yeah, we remember when she hurt her forehead. And then, Jacob was like, yeah, and created hospital records that led to nowhere. What the fuck about it? So when I tell you Madison is spilling all the tea, she's like, well, first of all, that bitch said that she slipped on the sidewalk outside of Orphe Jeans. I said, bitch, no, you didn't fall outside my fucking restaurant. Then she later confessed to Chelsea that her husband was abusing her ass. So Madison continues and says, I really didn't want to think the worst of her, but she suspected right from the fucking beginning that it might not be true. So now I'm convinced that Allison's story was as fictional as her so-called fucking husband. The woman used something as terrible as domestic violence as a tool to hide her insane intentions. Yes, please don't use that, because there are some women out there who actually go through real domestic violence situations, and you lied. Not you lied, but she lied about her situation. Don't do that, y'all. Because, there are some women and men out there who go through that shit for real. And it's nothing to be making up and be making up fucking stories about. People out there who need real help. Here we go with Jacob with his old damn questions. So, Was so the head injury was even real? Girl, are you listening? Are you listening, Jacob? She never said that it wasn't real, baby. She said that how it happened what might not have been the truth. Not that it wasn't real. Jesus Christ. Madison said that it was, and she actually examined her herself. The creepy music that they play in the background is really good. I'm glad that they're using some more music, but it's really creepy. So she's like, after everything they've discovered lately, honey, unless Allison paid Craig, like I said earlier, or some stranger to beat her ass up, I'm pretty sure that the lacerations on her forehead, baby, was self-inflicted. I tell you, Kat is looking shocked as fuck. Phew. And so Madison is like, well, if Allison would do that shit to herself, Kat turns right around to Jacob and said, nigga, we have to find them now. Okay, we show Nicole and Martin. So she's looking at some pictures about with her and the kids. I guess Ted is on there. So Martin is reassuring Nicole that we will definitely be one big happy family again, Mom, soon. Because we're going to definitely find Chelsea. Yes, we will. So I'm not going to go through a lot of details between Martin and Nicole. If it pops, yes. If not, next. So Martin just tells her, like, look, Kat is on the job with Jacob, and we know that she ain't gonna let him rest. She was like, hell no. We know that Kat ain't gonna get not 1 ounce of rest when it comes to her Chelsea. So Martin, like, they've been inseparable since they were little. I'm talking about Chelsea and Kat. So Martin was like, one time I caught their ass spying on me and my girlfriend, and so Nicole was like, what the fuck was they expecting to see? Martin, with his pretty smile, says that he don't even think they even knew. Since this show has started, this is the most peaceful I've ever seen Martin. He's played stress so well because I've never seen him this calm. I don't know if it's the colors, I don't know if it's beard, I don't know what it is, but there's something about this phase in his life after releasing that truth, that lie that he was held on for years, literally. This is the most peaceful I've ever seen this man look. He was like saying the girls, when they were spying on him, they might have been disappointed. He said because nothing was going down, not with that girlfriend. Child, he says he wasn't even out to himself at that point. Y'all know, you know what that means. He wasn't out of the closet to himself at that particular point in his life. So Nicole asks him, how are things going with him and Smitty? He was like, well, we are having our own sleepovers. Yes, we is, for the last couple of nights, yeah. He talking about even though he's on the couch. But he said he is in the house, so I'm sure he's happy about that. Of course, Smitty being all tough guy, talking about he's there for the kids. But Martin's like, look, I see this as being just a first step in our way moving slowly back to each other. And it is. We all see that. I mean, y'all almost tongued each other down the other day. So Nicole was like, well, honey, I'm sure that it will get there. Just give it some time, okay? So, honey, he asked about what about her and Ted? And so he was like, I mean, I know that I was royally pissed at Dad, and I still am, but with everything that happened between him and Smitty, he feels that, he's learned that forgiveness in a marriage is very important. So did she ever tell him that she was filed papers for divorce? I don't think she did. Let me press play and see. I guess she didn't. She said she didn't want to burden him with everything that he had been going through, so he was like, well, come on, tell me. I'm free now. Talk. She's like, she's hesitated. I filed for a divorce. And when I tell you that baby is looking shocked, you know how Cat was like really upset because she went over there and cussed Eva's ass out. I should have known that you sicked Bill Hamilton on me, just like you did all those years ago when you forced me. Of course, we're at the back at the fucking Roach Motel with her talking ass, talking with damn Ted about what he did to her all those years ago. When you forced me out of town when I was pregnant with Eva. Well, you, Ted, you are not making me go anywhere anymore, nigga. In fact, it's my turn to kick you out. And we all know that that bitch don't mean that. All he got to do is like, you don't want none of this. And she would change her damn mind so quick. And honey, if I can't kick your ass out of town, then honey, you better believe I can kick you on up out of my house. Child, he grabbed her because she was trying to walk. I know she loved it when he put his hands on her arm. He's like, look, I ain't had shit to do with Bill showing up at your fucking front door. Nor do I know about any fucking threats that he made against you, girl. Yeah, but you just admitted that you're here for the same reason as him, to try to talk me out of buying that house and fair my crest, right? He said that's true. And while that nigga said that's true, baby, he was stepping up to her a little bit closer, baby. Oh, daddy waddy. Being batty waddy. He says only because I have a better house for you to live in. Nigga, you better not be giving her that house that Nicole is staying in. What? What? What better house? This nigga says mine. What kind of conversation did him and Eva have about the house? I know that they don't want her to move across the street from the Duprees. And he lives in a hotel. Is this like a community property or shared property that him and Nicole had? It better not be that fucking house at the Sherwood Forest. It better not be the one with the office and shit. What? I mean, me and Leslie shocked, baby, with his old pancake booty. She's like, your house, nigga. He's standing there looking all stiff. What's wrong with you, Ted? Relax. Relax. I like her little slippers. Look at little fuzzy wuzzies on them. Cute. I have some. I have two pairs. Child, I just noticed that Leslie, every furniture in her living room is like different. It's quaint though. It's cute with the books and stuff. Everywhere she put her shopping bag. What type is that? A ficus on the living room table with tissue? Girl, how many times have you cried over Theodore, baby? But nothing matches. I mean, it flows. I mean, okay. She's like, what the fuck you talking about? He was like, well, I don't know if you know about this or not, but Nicole, she is divorcing me. She's like, oh, is she now? She started to wiggle and shit. She looked so happy, girl. He said, yes, she did. She asked me for a divorce. Yes, she did. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. When I tell you, it look like now Ted is looking at the camera. He has to look away from her so he won't crack up laughing because I know this nigga wants to bust his left nut laughing. Oh, Lord, what he doing, Lord Jesus? Oh, Lord, what he doing? Yes, he will, girl. He will. Oh, God, I thank you. He looking like this crazy heifer is happy that my wife is divorcing me. She is a nut. Oh God, she grabbing the back. You know them church mothers be grabbing their back. Oh, well, he was like, "Girl, Dana, how do you really feel, baby? You know what's going on?" Oh, okay. Listen now. Okay. Look, I am not one to criticize a marriage. All right. I'm not. Girl, what do you. Girl, you just lied right in his fucking face that you're not the one to criticize a marriage. You criticized his marriage since day one. But little Nikki, she's a spoiled little brat who's making you miserable. And you can be so much better off without her. Yeah. Buchanan TV has said, he was like, she trips me out. Leslie does. She complains and talks and gossips and bitches all the time about how bougie and spoiled Nikki and the Duprees are, but she wants to be right there with them. She wants to be in the neighborhood. She wants to shop at the same store. She wants to play pickleball. She wants to be just like them. But she wants to talk about them like it's the worst thing in the world. Girl, you want to be just like them, girl. Hush. Okay. Wait a minute. Ted tells her that maybe she's right. Wow. Child, I put this thing on pause to go and check to see my Amazon package came and then saw that my daughter called. So I went and called her that she's going out to lunch with her friend. I'm sitting back down to record and I forgot that I was looking for my Amazon package. I'm sitting down getting involved, looking at damn Leslie praising God for over this man's divorce. Let me put this thing on pause and see if my package came from Amazon. BRB. Hey, don't judge me. I know a lot of us is doing. I think about Amazon, Target, Walmart. I love Target, but I haven't shopped there in a long time. So I'm going to get my stuff from Amazon, okay? Don't judge me. There's something that I needed for my acting class, and that's the only way that I can get it at the price that I wanted it for. I'm trying to level up, okay? So don't judge me. Still love me, right? Okay, yay. Okay, back to the show. So after he agreed with Leslie that damn Nikki was spoiled and everything, that Leslie was like, really? She's shocked as fuck. He says up until now he's been trying to fight the divorce or even slow it down, but Nicole insists that her mind is made up. Yeah, she flips the script. Leslie was like, well, I mean, she is a strong-willed woman. I do give her that. Girl, what is she, spoiled, enriched, or strong-willed? Girl, pick your poison, girl. I mean, and she tosses her head to the side. Tad, I mean, I wouldn't fight the divorce if I were you, Teddy. And he tells her, of course, she's never stopped being pissed off about keeping their affair from her for so long. And he tells her that they're also fighting about some other things too. So she's nosy as fuck. What other things? That ain't none of your damn business, girl. He says that don't fucking matter. It really doesn't. Can you imagine if he told her about this whole Martin situation? She would tell Nicole that Ted shared all this shit with her, and oh, she would just rub it in. No, it ain't none ya. He says Nicole is afraid and she's angry, and he's afraid that she might try to take him for half, if not everything that he fucking owns. He said his bank accounts, his clinic, and his house. She says, well, I'm certainly surprised that the Dupree would need to go after your money. She's like, what am I talking about, honey? Those are some greedy folks, always thinking they are entitled to every fucking thing. But ain't your house half hers anyway? Oh, he says it's his home alone, so he moved out of his own house? He said, which is why I don't want Nicole to get her hands on it. What's this about? What's this about, Ted? You ain't never acted like this before. What's this about? And he says he's offering it to her. Is it because you want Eva to move in there? So you rather have Nicole? I think that could be it. He wants Eva to move in there. At least he'll know that it's gone to one of his kids. Wow, Ted, I don't like the. I don't like. He says, "What do you say?" So we're back at the Sherwood Forest house, which is Nicole's house, quote unquote. And Martin is pissed. Wait a minute now. You divorcing dad? Now Martin's pecs look really nice and high in this in this shirt, baby. I ain't trying to say he got thighs, but he got chest meat. So he was like, when did this happen? She said she served him with papers about 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, damn, it's been 2 weeks? I guess so. So he was like, wait a minute, I'm just finding out about this shit. She was like, honey, I shouldn't be surprised. He always left it up to me to give you kids all the bad news. Okay, Ted, you really are trash. I thought you was like 50-50, bro. Oh Lord, he wants to know if Kat knows. Yes, we know she know, cause as soon as she found out, she was boo-hooing and crying. Then she went to Orphe Jeans and told Eva. So Eva knew before he did. Ain't that something? Eva knew about the divorce before their own son did. When I tell you they treat Martin like he's a stepchild, they treat him like he's a stepchild. Vernon and Anita treats him more like a child than everybody else does. They really do. He was like, wait a minute, told her a few days ago. So that means I'm the only one who didn't damn know. Damn, Martin, damn. I'm sorry. I know how much it hurts when you found out that people you love are keeping secrets from you. So did you do that on purpose because he kept that secret from you? Is that why you did that? Or you really did not want to bombard him with everything that he was going through with his situation with Smitty? I don't know, Nicole. I don't trust it. Y'all are changing on me. He says, well, can't you and Dad work it out? I mean, if Miss Smitty can work shit out. She's like, nigga, no, no, no. Y'all are not exactly back together. Your ass is sleeping on the couch. He was like, yeah, you're right. But it is progress, mama. Which means that we're probably not going to get a divorce. Which means I wish that you and dad wouldn't. Like most parents, well, most kids don't want their parents to get a divorce, no matter how old or young they are. I mean, especially they old enough to understand the whole concept of divorce. They never want their parents to go through that. They really don't. He was like saying, which I know that dad still loves you, and I know you love him too. Is this about the affair that he had with Leslie or Dana or whatever the fuck she want to call herself? Nicole says it isn't just because of Leslie and Eva. He says, then what is it about? She looks at him. He was like, wait, is it about me? Wait a minute, you're divorcing dad because of me? And them green eyes of hers, it gives a yes and a no. So we're back at Bill's office. So Tomas tells Eva, of course I'm not worried about Kat, okay? She's incredibly close to her cousin. No matter what issues that Kat and I may be going through. When I tell you Eva is looking like she looks very sultry, and titas are popping like two popcorns and melons. Yeah, something's finna happen today. I have that feeling because Kat is so focused on trying to find her cousin. There's an empty space there and it's open for Eva. That's what I feel in my shine. And I care about her very deeply. If she's hurting, I'm hurting. All right, whatever. I mean, no, I get it. You are truly one of the good guys. And shit, I'm worried about Kat too, honey. As much as she hates me, she loves Chelsea twice as much as that. So I know how hard this must be for her. Oh God, she doesn't hate you. Oh, come on, Tomas. She's like, nigga, you can't even say that shit with a straight face. Come on. Come on. Look, I thought about going over there to check on Kat when I heard about Chelsea, but I know Kat ain't ready to see me. But you, on the other hand, instead of just holding down the fort for Bill, which is totally admirable, by the way, okay? I mean, but don't you belong beside Kat? So we're back at the guest house. Jacob just talked to his Pappy, I understand, Dad. I got you. Just keep me in the loop, all right? Okay. So Kat is like, well, nigga, unfortunately, he does not have any good news or new news on Chelsea, but he did reassure me that everybody's working really hard to find her, including the FBI. Madison was like, I guess we could take comfort in knowing that, I guess. I mean, Kat is like, fuck that, I don't. Uh-oh. Kat is tapping into that witchy poo part. She says she feels like time is running out. So Madison was like, girl, what make you say that? Girl, what you know that we don't know? She said, it's just a feeling I got. That's what Kat said, but it's a really fucking strong feeling that I have. Madison was like cousinly intuition, and Kat was like, something like that, girl. It happens to me sometimes. Okay, keep talking, Kat. She says she thinks she inherited that feeling from her grandmother on her father's side. God rest her soul. So Ted's mother. Okay. So she was like, Madison was like, did she consider herself to be psychic or something? Okay, now I see the opening of her being a detective. You know, a lot of psychics who have that strong feeling. You know that a lot of cops and detectives and missing persons, they work with psychics and people who have that intuition. So this could be how they can loop her into becoming not a detective per se, because that's not her aesthetic, but a psychic, being intuitive, being a person that sees what the cops don't see. I can see them creating a role for her in the precinct or at the station. I can see that happening because her inner grandma be strong, y'all. Y'all know this cat don't be lying. I called it witchy poo. I called that shit a couple months ago. Y'all know I've been calling that witchy poo power. So it is true. She does have that strong intuition. And I'm happy that they are bringing it out because there's a lot of us out here who do have it. I have it. I do sometimes. I do have it. Sometimes it be leaning a little bit too much, but I have it sometimes. So she answers Madison. So she was like, "No, it's not really psychic or anything. It's just that she's not psychic. She just was intuitive. That's how her grandmammy was. She just had a strong feeling about shit. This is grandmammy, and 9 times out of 10, which is a really high probability, that shit would come true." Oh my God. She says, and right now, oh girl, she says she feels like the clock is ticking on her Chelsea. Oh my God, girl, what are you feeling? So Madison was like, well, bitch, whatever you call this feeling, honey, I don't want to take any chances when it comes to Chelsea, okay? So I don't blame you, Madison. Like, we ain't gonna play no bullshit about my girl. So she looks over to Jacob. Madison says, there's got to be something that we didn't think through enough, or something that we overlooked. Come on now, nigga, say something. Maybe there is. Okay, okay. All right, Jacob with the beard and the gold chain. What you gonna tell us? Cat and Madison is asking him, what is he thinking? Does he have any idea where he can believe where Chelsea is? Where he said, well, I don't believe it's really anything, really. It could be nothing. Come on now, talk to us, tell us. But there's something you said, Kat, that's got me thinking. And she was like, what? What the fuck did I say? Okay, he says, you said that you inherited your intuition from your grandmammy. And I remember Allison writing something about her grandmother. I wonder, is that where she's staying? In that old cabin, like old woman that lived in the chute. A bequest or something. He says, I don't know. It's in one of her journal entries. Oh, right, here it is here. Chelsea and I are destined to be together someday. We'll have our very own piece of heaven thanks to Nana's inheritance. Kat was like, so she inherited money from her grandmammy. I mean, so? He was like, well, that's what I thought at first. But what if she was actually thinking or meaning literal? Madison's like, meaning fucking what? What does that mean? There are other things that you can inherit other than money. And Kat nailed that shit on the head, like real estate. Wow. After I looked over everything, when we was looking up the addresses, we saw that her parents was in Hawaii. And I'm sure that she didn't drag Chelsea's ass on no plane. But we never looked into where her grandparents lived. Okay, Jacob. All right, you better pull it all together, bro. Specifically, her grandmammy. So Madison was like, maybe this grandmother of hers has some property nearby. That's what I'm gonna fucking find out. Then he grabs his phone and skedaddles. All right, we back at the old Mother Hubbard. That's the name of her. Old Mother Hubbard, honey. House, and we see Chelsea got that left hand free, and she's trying to reach for the knife, and she can't get it, of course. Of course. Okay, so by the time she was trying to go and pull the drawer open, or pull the table close to her, she saw that crazy eyes was coming back. So she sat down and played it cool. Okay, so this bitch bought back. Well, no, wedding is complete without a cake, so I made one myself. Ta-da! Crazy ass. She loves to give her so much history. Did you know that originally, these were called bride's cakes? Okay, I mean, so. Back in the Victorian era, it was customary for the bride to have cut the pieces and then hand them out to their guests. Now, I really like this outfit. I mean, I couldn't tell a difference, but this is clearly different than what she had on earlier. This is really cute. It looks like a little lace outfit, and it has bra and shorts. It's really cute. Yeah, it does. It does knock your socks off. It's really, really cute. So Chelsea tells her, I would really, really like to do that. I would like to cut the cake, since I am one of the brides. She reaches out her hand and she tells Allison, girl, let me cut you a slice and serve you. Yeah. It'll be a good piece, I promise. So Allison reaches on the table to get the knife. Now, is she going to give it to her? That's the question. And Chelsea is still reaching out, like, yeah, give it to me. Give it to me. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't really want you to accidentally cut yourself, so I will cut the cake myself, which works wonderfully for our tradition, because I'm a bride too. Yeah, so I cut it for you, boo. Oh my God, Chelsea looks so defeated. You could tell. I mean, I didn't think it was a real cake, so the knife is going through the cake. So give me a slice. It looks good. Yeah, poor Chelsea. Baby, I just thought of a new tradition. Chelsea was like, what now? Feeding a bite of the cake to each other as a gesture of our love and our unity. She thinks of it all, isn't she? It is a commitment of us to share our sweet, sweet life together. Yeah, it's wonderful. So she feeds it to Chelsea, and Chelsea's barely eating it, like, yum. Mm-hmm. She's like, okay, now me. So she's looking down at the cake while Chelsea is looking at her with them evil eyes. Girl, you have your hand free, Chelsea. Why not you take that other hand and I don't get it. I'm just so frustrated. She smashed it in her mouth. And, yum indeed. Oh my God. That's the best thing I've ever tasted. She's looking at Chelsea. Chelsea's like, bitch. Oh God, when am I gonna get through with you? And then she looks at Chelsea like, almost the best thing ever tasted, looking down at her, kitty cat. And Chelsea's like, no, you ain't putting your lips nowhere near this, bitch. Fuck you. Okay, that's enough cake for now. We need to save the rest of the sugar for our sweet lovemaking after. Oh, aren't you so excited? Oh my God, girl. This girl is just so sick. Ciao, here we go again. We're at the Sherwood Forest house. Martin is talking to his mammy. I can't believe this is happening. My parents are getting divorced and it's all my fault. When I tell y'all, Martin is always making shit about him. Nicole is like, boy, this is exactly why I didn't tell your ass. Okay? He was like, I know that you were pissed with Dad for keeping that secret from you about what happened between me and Granddad 2 years ago. Martin, I need for you to listen to me. None of this is your fault. Again, if it pops, I'll come back. If not, we'll skip. She says again that she was mad at her husband for keeping that secret away from him, and it kills her that she was kept out of something for so long, and she could have did something to help him if she had only known. But none of this is about you. Your father chose to keep me in the dark about Leslie, and it was your father who chose me to keep me in the dark about you. Okay? It was just one secret and one bad decision after another on your father's part. So we're back at the Roach Motel. So Dana asks him, so wait a minute. You want to sell me your house? He says, no, Dana. I want to give you my house. I don't understand. I just don't understand. She's like, wait the fuck a minute. Wait. You want to give me your house? I mean, like, give it to me for free. What? She's like, why? He says, I just told you I don't. Wait. She said, wait. No. Mm-mm. Wait, nigga, wait. Mm-mm. Yes, you told me that you don't want to get into the divorce. I heard all of that. Yeah. Okay, right. But what I don't understand is why you do want to give it to me. I mean, I can pay for it. I'm a millionaire. I mean, honestly, you have not been my biggest fan lately, Tad. Although I would like to believe otherwise. And she bites her lip and looks him up and down like, oh, I just want you. He was like, look, I know that I've been hard on you. I know I have been. No, she wants you to be hard in her, not on her. He was like, because you've been hard on me. That's why I've been hard on you. They're gonna have a passionate time together. I can't wait to see it too. I feel like it's gonna be really hot and steamy. He's like, you taking a wrecking ball to my life. You come between me and my family, girl. Here he comes talking about, but you also giving me a new family. That ain't no family, that's a child. Eva, the daughter that I've come to cherish in these past few months. Really? That's not no family. That's just a child. So you're telling me that Leslie isn't your family? God almighty, Ted. You're such a disappointment. You're such a disappointment. And I wouldn't even have her at all if it wasn't for you. It was your decision to keep the baby that I thank God for each and every day. Oh, yeah. I knew you'd understand one day. Eva is just as much as my child as Martin and Kat. She says, you're damn skippy she is. Nicole and I raised our children in that house. And it pains me to think that she would sell their childhood home to strangers out of pure spite. So you rather give it to her enemy? Is that it? I don't understand that logic, Theodore. But if I give it to you, he says, that can't happen. Why do I this gut punch? I don't like the gut punch. He says I could transfer the deed over to your name before Nicole can do anything to stop it. Why do you feel like this is going to help your situation, Ted? Why? Somebody said weeks ago that it would be funny if Leslie bought that home because Nicole was trying to sell that home, but um, Vanessa told her to wait a year. Just give it some time. Just wait a year, see what happens. But because she filed for divorce, it's probably going to speed up things. That bitch Leslie's going to move into that house. Why in the world? Why do you think that that's going to help your situation, Ted? I don't get it. You did it so that you can keep her from moving across the street from the Duprees, but you're letting her move into your ex-wife's house, the one that you love, and you think that's going to help you reconcile. He probably, I mean, at least I stopped her from moving across the street, motherfucker. This, like, when I tell you my gut is turned inside out about this bullshit, I don't understand it. You're useless, Ted. You're useless. I don't like it. I don't like it. And Eva will live in my family home, which is where she belongs, along with her mammy. I can't even read this shit. I know it's just a soap opera, y'all, but God dog it. How does he feel that this makes any fucking sense? Do you really mean that, Ted? Do you really, really want us to live in your house? She probably said, I'll only live in there if you move in there with us. Child, don't let me push play and she makes that proposition. Because that'll be the only way that she won't move across the street to the Duprees. If she's living in that house, Ted is living in that house, and Eva. Oh my God. Please don't let me push play. He says he really does, and you never know. Once the divorce is finalized, he says maybe he can move back in. Not with her and Eva. You better not say this on your next line. You better not. When I tell you, she is so speechless. She has had so many things that hit her this year as far as the blessings of God. She's looking like, I cannot believe this man is standing here, that he wants to put me and Eva in his home. And after the divorce, he might want to move back in. Oh my God. Well, we are at Bill's office and Tomas decides to finally call Catherine. And you know why? Only because Eva told him to do it. Hey, Kat, just checking in to see how you're doing. How the fuck you think she's doing? Give me a call back when you can. She's like, I'm sure she's just busy, honey. Yeah, she's been a detective. So she grabs her purse and she's like, I know that you are too, honey. So I'm going to skedaddle and I'll let you get back to it. Okay. So as she tries to leave, he grabs her arm. He's like, wait a minute, wait a minute. I mean, how were you thinking about how I might be able to help you out? Oh my God. Oh, I don't want to bother you, especially knowing that you're so worried about Cat. I'll tell you. Ay, ay, ay. Well, but now if you don't tell me, then I will be worried about you too. Why are you gonna be worried about Eva? Eva will be all right. Eva will be just fine. She was just 5, 6 months ago, even a year ago, she was making it. So why are you gonna be worried? And you can eliminate that worry with a simple answer. And she licks her lips and look real flirty at him and be like, okay, since you don't, so you don't have to worry. My mom was talking about doing some fucking crazy, crazy damn things, like painting her house magenta just to mess with the Duprees. I told y'all that magenta shit put a nail in the coffin for me. Magenta, he says. Is she serious? She's dead serious. So I was just wondering if there was any legal limitations to what she can do. I mean, can she fly an I hate Nicole flag on her front lawn? I mean, like I said, HOA. I think the homeowners association might have something to say about that, but I can look into it for you. Just so that you can tell her that you had a legal opinion about it and that she might be violating some regulation or another. Yes. He looks really good behind that desk. He really does. I mean, we see him behind the desk more than we've seen Martin. Oh, that's right. We've never seen Martin behind a desk, have we? I really do appreciate that. But I mean, I don't want you to feel like you have to go out of your way to do it for me, Tomas. Look, I want you to focus on being there for Bill and Kat, and I'll handle my mammy the best way I can. And hopefully my dad would get through to her somehow. Oh, he has, honey, he has. So she asked for clarity. She says, "Are you really serious?" Oh, well, we're at the Roach Motel, baby, back at with Ted and this bitch. Are you, Leslie? Are you really serious about moving back into your house with me and Eva? Are you serious? I mean, shit, he talking about he can't make no promises and he ain't suggesting anything romantic between them. Whatever. So you gonna live with your baby mama and your baby and not fuck. Okay. All right. Piss in my, like I said, piss in my tea and tell me that it's lemonade, okay? She's like, oh, she feels so disappointed. He was like, the truth is, honey, I can't live alone in that hotel forever. He talking about he not Dylan from 90210. Really, Ted? Okay. She's like, oh my God, I used to love that show. So they had a little touching, funny moment, you know. I like it. I like it. I like it. He keeps her calm. I like it. I don't know if I love it, but I like it. I mean, do you remember that time when Brenda found out that Dylan was cheating her behind her back with Kelly, girl? I love it. So you were Kelly, I'm sure. Because Brenda was very wholesome. Kelly was the whore. I will never forget what she said, honey. She said, I hate you both, and I never want to talk to you again. It's like I understood why she reacted like that. It's like I could identify with Brenda, you know? No, girl, you were Kelly. You are Kelly, baby. Don't do that to Brenda. Brenda is Nicole. You are Kelly. He talking about, you were just an all-American girl thrown into a world of pampered princesses like Kelly. She's like, you laugh, okay? But I am Brenda. No, you're not. You're Kelly. You're not Brenda, honey. Although Kelly was rich and everything, the seductive, sexy side, the delusional side a little bit. Yeah, you are Kelly. She says the good-hearted underdog who was always abandoned, Brenda. And Nicole is Kelly, the pampered little princess that always got her way, who always got what everyone else deserved. But now, I can flip that script, baby. I mean, you got the money. I wish that I don't want nobody to go for me to get that windfall, but I swear, I know Anita just wants to just eat so much crow. Oh my God. And now it's my chance to be on top. And yeah, things are finally going my way, she says. He says, I know. And I'm glad for you, Dana. I feel like he is. I feel like he's happy for her. But what are you doing, Ted? Did you tell Dre about this plan? You just going out here doing your own shit. She says, but what if you're just leading me on? And you're going to reconcile with Kelly. I mean, Nicole. He does. He wants to reconcile with her. He did say that Leslie was smart. And she is. She's very, very smart. And you guys are going to live happily ever after in that big old same house. He says he thinks that ship has sailed. Nicole has no rights here. Do you really believe that, Ted? I don't think you believe it. I really don't. He just right before he left the damn country club, he was saying that he was going to use something to try to get her back. I don't know what his plan. I don't even know what it is. He says it's my house to do what I want to do to it, and I want to give that shit to you. He says I can transfer the deed to you in your name right now. Wow. Oh my God, it's just twisted up. So she was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'll make a call to Vanessa, and I'll back out of the deal with the Jarvises." Okay, okay. Maybe he made her do that so that she could back out of it, and then trap her, and then change his mind. So I mean, he lied to Nicole for all these years. Why wouldn't he not lie to her just to get her to back out of the deal? Then he reached out his fucking hand to shake it, and she looked like she's about to melt. He says, it's up to you. He said, would you rather live in their house or mine? He went in there. I got it now. You went in there to trap her because you know she wants your ass. She wouldn't fuck you right then. That's why you did. Okay, okay, I got you. I got you. So you need for her to go ahead and drop the deal with the Jarvises, and he's not okay. Maybe he ain't. You can't not be that dumb, Ted. But yeah, She might be like, nigga, where you think I want to live? I want to live in yourn. Shit. Well, we are back at the Sherwood Forest. It won't be the Sherwood Forest for long, baby. When Martin and her are talking and he's telling her that, I was hoping that you and Dad would work things out and he can move back home. He will be moving back home, but she will be gone. You know, I know Nicole's gonna be so pissed. She gonna be hurt. She gonna be pissed. She gonna be pissed. So Mark was like, even though I want that to happen, I know it might not. So either way, I'm gonna always be here for you, Mama. Again, we're gonna just listen, see what pops. If not, we're gonna drop it and go to the next scene. So he just says that he'll meet with his mama later at the Duprees. And so she was like, look, you stay at home with your family at the Brownstone. You don't have to. So it is a brownstone. Remember, y'all, we had talked about that earlier. Did he live in a brownstone or an apartment? So Martin and Smitty, the red door is a brownstone. So now we know. Anyway, she says, look, he was going to come over to the Grands later. She was like, look, there are plenty of Duprees around there that can cover your grandmother. You don't have to come about over there. Go ahead and stay with your family. Because he says, and I'll call you. Please call me if everything works out with Chelsea. And so he walks out with his high booty and he stops and says, Mom, she will be okay, right? Honey, she's a Dupree woman. Anything that's thrown at her, she's able to overcome it. She'll be fine. So we're back at my old mother Hubbard's house. So she's Allison is showing Chelsea the other white dress that she has. It's cute. I mean, it's really cute. It looks cute on her. What do you think? Nice, Chelsea says. And then all of a sudden, what's her name talking about? On the bed. Go. Like, what? You cannot do that to her. So that's it? That's all you have to say? Not too long ago, you would have been all over me. And that is all I get after everything that I've done? So Chelsea just looking at her like she's crazy. Oh, calm down, sweetie, Allison says. I'm just yanking your chain. And she started yanking her chain. Started yanking that damn chain. I'm like, Chelsea, girl, do you know how much power you got? That's a weapon that you have in your hand, girl. Oh my God. She has two free legs and a left hand free. Oh God. Get it? Yanking your chain? So she keeps yanking her chain. Chelsea does not think that shit is funny whatsoever. Nothing's funny. Hilarious, she says. That's what Chelsea tells her. So fucking hilarious. Relax, honey bunny. I'm not offended by your measured response to my incredibly hot look. I know that you are reluctant to making love, and I completely get it. When everything that's gone on with us eloping, it's been such a damn whirlwind. She's like making up the bed while she's talking about this eloping shit and making love. Phew. But everything is different now because we're married. And marriage is a holy institution not to be entered lightly or unadvisedly. What does that mean, Allison? I don't get that. That's why it's so important that we consummate this marriage. Because we wouldn't want people to say that we weren't truly and duly wed. Now, would we? So making love will ensure that we stay together forever until death do us part. My thing is, what was it about Chelsea that made her lock into her? You have all of these influencers out there on the internet. What was it about Chelsea that she felt so that connection that she had to be with her and she knew everything? Like she was so in infatuated with her that it had to be her or nobody else. What was it about her? I mean, she's gorgeous, she's beautiful, but what was it? Who knows, girl? We are at Eva's hotel room, so we hear a knock at the door. Either there's Ted or it might be Ted. I'm thinking it's Ted. It might be Ted or her mom, but I think it's Ted. Hell, I was hoping it was Tomas coming over there to spread her open. I know y'all like Sharp, please. I'm like, I just want them to get it over with. After that, I'm cool. It was him, Ted. I was just texting you. Yeah, honey, he think he did something now. I wouldn't speak too much, baby, because that bitch would go over there to that house and start claiming that it's hers. She would start trying to tell Nicole to leave. So you dumb. So, did you get a chance to speak to my mother? He's like, yeah, I just came from her place. See, I'm telling you, it wouldn't surprise me if Leslie comes over there and rubs it in Nicole's face that Ted gave her the house. And let's just say that she will not be buying the Jarvis's home after all. And so Eva has this huge smile on her face. So we are back at the Sherwood Forest. So we see Nicole on the phone talking to her sissy, telling her sissy that she was trying to find her purse and she would be right over to mommy and daddy's. I have a feeling that Leslie's coming over there. Y'all need to hire me to write the script. I told y'all, just pay me. Just go ahead and pay me. Oh my God. Didn't I tell you? That bitch comes in there tomorrow. What a lovely housekeeper. I just might keep her. Oh my God. Nicole tells her, what the hell are you doing here? Nicole was like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Just take your ass right back out where you came. All right, bitch? Whatever fresh craziness this shit is, I ain't got time for it, bitch. Her ass could not wait to go over there until, even if he was bluffing, because he went over there and he never told her don't say anything, her ass could not wait to go over there and rub that shit into Nicole's face. I think he was bluffing just to get her to back off from the Jarvis's deal. I don't think he would have ever given her the house. But because he said it, now he got to follow through with that shit. Oh, Nick, I'm not going anywhere, but what I need for you to do, honey, is just go right on up them stairs and just pack your little rusty, dusty things. Well, why did she think that when she just can get a house that the person just supposed to immediately move out? That's not how that works, baby. People need time to sign papers and shit. And he's not even divorced. Nicole was like, what the fuck are you babbling about, bitch? And why the fuck do I need to pack up my things? Oh, because you are going to be moving out and I'm moving in. Nicole was like, bitch, you have really gone over the deep end, haven't you? You heard me, bitch. Your soon to be ex husband, he generously gave me this house. And while he's busy, transferring that deed over into my name, well, I have the distinct honor to kick your uppity ass out to the curb. Not uppity ass. So we're back at the guest house. So Kat is on the phone checking her voicemail. She said no, just her boyfriend checking in because Madison was like, is that any news about Chelsea? She said, I must have missed his call. Kat says this. Oh, Madison said we all been focused on trying to find Chelsea and that she deleted the last message that Chelsea had left her. Yeah, I'd be keeping like all of the messages. I mean, sometimes you gotta let that stuff delete out, but I keep most of the messages that my boyfriend leaves me. I wish that I would have kept my mom's messages, but that's like I said, that shit just you know it just deletes off eventually, but I wish I would have kept hers. As a matter of fact, today is her birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. R.I.P. So Kat says, Madison was like, but I wish I hadn't deleted it. Then at least I know I can listen to her voice. Yeah, because that's going to be the last time you hear that voice sounding like that. That girl will not be the same. So Jacob has a hit. We hit the jackpot. Allison, his grandmother, had a house in the woods, a cabin in the woods that she left to Allison in her will. That's what her grandmother did. Okay, so they have a hit. They know exactly where the fuck she is. I told y'all, the old lady who lived in the shoe. Where is it? Kat says it's not too far. It's in Virginia. I have the address. Kat is like, well, nigga, come on now. What the fuck we waiting for? Let's go. She ready, baby. I got a lot of blurry pictures of her ass. He was like, it's better to let the local police handle it. She's like, that would be a jurisdictional nightmare. You know that shit. Chelsea was taken from Maryland. You, the DC police. By the time it reaches the DC police, the Virginia police, it'll be too late. We need to do this shit ourselves. That Coach bag, that looks like a dupe Coach bag. That bag is cute. She got it's big. I like big duffel bags like that. He was like, how the hell do you know about jurisdictional problems? She's like, lawyers in the family, and I'm me. Duh. Madison was like, well, wherever y'all niggas is going, I'm going too. So Jacob was like, look, we wasted time standing here arguing with y'all bitches. Let's go. I know this time when we make love, it'll be the best yet. We are back at the old woman that lives in the shoe. She has so many children, she don't know what to do, cabin. Girl, she don't want you. Oh, I could feel the electricity in my body. This girl ain't done nothing to her yet, and she can feel it. I got some kind of nasty shit that I was doing before all of this. God, no. So she grabs to try to take off Chelsea's top, and Chelsea grabs her fucking hand like, nope, you're not ripping off my top. She's like, unless she talk about the electricity going through her fucking body. You weirdo. That's right. You do like it rough. So she grabbed her real hard, and Chelsea grabbing her wrist. She says, no, I am not making love with you, Allison, you bitch. Won't you knock upside the head? You got that hand free. Not tonight. Not ever. And Allison is looking at her real crazy. Real crazy, honey. You'll come along with time because I know every spot on your body and how to make it sing with them crazy fucking big eyes. My song has changed, bitch, and you don't know it anymore. That's what Chelsea tells Allison. I'm never going to come around. I'm never going to make love to you. Go ahead, tell her, Chelsea. You can keep me here now into eternity, and it's never going to happen. I don't love you. Why don't we just put an end to this, huh? Why don't you just unchain me and let me go? I need for you to let me go, Allison. Allison ain't doing that. You deserve better than someone who loves someone else. Like, this is the climax to her journey. It's like this girl has been stuck on you for years, girl. This ain't just something that happened just this year. She's been wanting to meet you and be with you forever. So no, she cannot walk away. She's stuck. All of a sudden, Allison says, okay, I get it. Yeah, you don't want me. You don't love me. So she walks over to where the little cups are, the doilies and all that shit, to get the key. So Chelsea looks relieved, but I don't think that's it, girl. So she threw the key on the side of the bed, and so she was like, oh my God. So she got the knife and she says, I said, I get it. You don't love me. She picked up that fucking knife. Girl, you don't love me. And so if you don't love me, then because if I can't have you, then no one can. She's crying too. Uh-oh. So that was the end of episode 123, which was good. I was hoping that they would have. I'm glad that they found her where she is, so they're on their way there now. Hopefully they don't get there too late. Chelsea has that hand free. You better grab that knife from her. So what's happening on the next episode? I think that they have a week off because of the holiday. I don't know. Anyway, Joey and Vanessa is making love in the damn casino, and Doug catches them. He says, I have no problem in making sure that Doug doesn't see us or whatever. I don't know. Well, Doug walks in there and catches Vanessa and damn Joey, and she just all over his fucking neck. Joey's neck, not Doug's. Nicole, you need applause? Well, here you go. She tells that to Ted. I'm not no low class joke. I am somebody. That's Leslie crying to Eva, because we all know that Ted had her walk away from that Jarvis deal because he lied to her to tell her that he was going to have her live in Nicole's house. Well, his house. So he lied. So Kat calls the family, tell them that they're on their way to Virginia. Jacob driving like a fool. He almost runs into a truck. And then at the end, we finally see Chelsea and Allison fight. She says, you crazy ass bitch, I've had it with you. The white is symbolic because I can't see the red from the blood because she's going to kill her. And I can see that girl dying with her eyes open, crying, telling her how much she loves her. We'll forever be together. I'll be in your brain, your dreams. You would always think about me. She's going to make sure that she's etched in Allison's mind, heart, and soul forever. Allison is going to die at the hands of Chelsea. That's what I feel. She's going to stab the fuck out of her. It's going to be red blood all over that white outfit. It makes sense. Um, and yeah, that's what's going to happen. Anyway, that was the end. That was pretty good. It was a really intense week for me, but it was great. It was so great to see this show. I reached a lot of milestones this week. It's really been really good. So let me go ahead and get this edited together, baby, and so we can have a good time laughing at what I said. Because most times I don't be remember what I said until I listen to it again. I'm like, girl, you said that. So y'all have a good one. And the next video will be the front porch. I'm gonna try to get that up. Got to get it up by the end of the month so I can get on my coins, for my views. All right. Won't be as long as the last one. I think this next one will be a little bit short. I ain't gonna be doing all that in between shit. We're gonna read y'all comments. We're gonna move the fuck on. I'm just kidding, y'all. Love you. Bye.